The same question can come for comparative, the same question can come for common size, which is the current year. The current year here, according to is this is current year. Which is the previous year? 2005 is the previous year. If they have given this, it is constant. If they have not given this also, the fixed expenses is always constant. We don't disclose management accounting to the public or the competitor, but financial accounting, it should be mandatorily shown to the entire public. Hello everybody, a warm welcome to one and all. I'm Vidhyaashram from the Department of Commerce and Management in Vidhyaashram First Grade College, the Temple of Excellence. Welcome to all the students for the model paper question of the ACMA, that is Advanced Cost and Management Accounting 2. Now when we go with this, the model question paper, please understand this is the first time the University of Mysuru have introduced accounting in this level, that is the Advanced Cost and Management Accounting 2. So you don't have the previous question paper, but what exactly you people can refer is, you can refer Management Accounting question paper. But here there are few chapters which are added and there are few chapters which are deleted in Management Accounting. So let's go with this Advanced Cost and Management, what exactly the question and the syllabus is all about. So here when we go with the syllabus, please understand there are 6 chapters, namely the first chapter is the introduction part. Now when we go with this introduction, what happens is you have theory here, you have theory, and probability of getting a theory question in part A, part B and part C is 100%. That means you will be getting one theory question in the 15 marks, one theory question in the 10 marks, and the remaining here when you go with the part C, few of the questions they could have given you the problems, but compulsory 3 questions will be there for theory. So totally if you go with it, with theory itself you can actually pass, but let me tell you, you will not get more marks in the theory concept. The next second chapter is called Analysis of Financial Statements. So when you go with this financial statement, you have 3 topics, namely the first one is common size. Common size. Then you have comparative. Comparative. Then the last one is called trend analysis. Trend analysis. This is what it is, analysis. Now when you go with these 3 things here, you may get 2 of the questions here. Now when you predict the part A, part B and part C, it is very difficult because analysis of financial statement, what I have seen in all these years is there will be 2 questions in the part B itself carrying 10 marks each. So they can give you common size or comparative or trend analysis. Please do watch all the concept classes what we have already done for you people. Go for a recheck again that whether you have seen each and every problem, how we have solved it. Then when we come to the third chapter, that is called ratio analysis. Now here in ratio analysis, probably you will be getting say 10 to 15 formulas are there. In that you will be getting at least 8 questions. So you need to follow each and every class, every concept class which Vidhyaashram has done it for you people for free. And what is that you should do is, you need to see to it that what all are the questions which will come and what are the formulas which we are supposed to go with. So that is where the ratio analysis, here you people can actually get it for 15 marks. That is a part A question is ratio analysis. So please be prepared for this. As well as you may get a 5 marks question also. They may give you 3 questions saying that you are supposed to calculate current ratio, asset test ratio, quick ratio. See, asset test ratio and quick ratio both are same. So don't get confused here in ratio analysis. Next is you have cost flow statement. This is a new chapter which is added in the Advanced Cost and Management Accounting 2, because it was not that, it was actually from a financial management. That is what they have actually added here in Cost and Management Accounting, where you have only one type of a problem, that is called cash flow statement is what it is. You people which you are supposed to prepare a cash flow statement. There are few theory questions, that is what are the difference between fund flow statement and cash flow statement? You may get a question for 10 marks. So please be ready to attempt for those questions, that is the differences between cash flow statement and fund flow statement. Then when we come to the marginal costing, here what happens is we have three types of questions. The first question here, they'll ask you only 1 year and they're gonna ask you something about what is the BEP. Here you may get a question that is calculate BEP, MOS, then you have PV ratio and so on. Next you have one more where they're gonna give you 2 years sales and profit, and you are supposed to calculate the same PV, MOS, BEP. Then the last one, the sixth one is that now here you will get 3 questions. What are the 3 questions here is, we have 3 types of budgets which is in your syllabus. That is, the first one is the flexible budget, then you have sales budget, and then cash budget. So here also you may get a question which is a theory that is called the differences between fixed budget and flexible budget. So please be prepared about all these things. But what you people need to do, because exams are very near, and if you cannot complete all the things, at least take 3 chapters, include 1 introduction, that is totally 4 chapters. Out of 6 chapters, you can only concentrate on 4 chapters, but still I'll tell you here, you will be getting 80 on 80. This is what it is. So go with the smart way approach here. If you have not studied anything, what is that you should do is take 3 chapters from 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, any 3 you take, include 1 that is the first chapter, which is a theory. Then what happens is you will be getting 80 on 80. So let's go with the pattern of the question paper. Now when we go with the pattern of the question paper, the part A, what happens is you will be getting a 5 marks question. Part B is 10 marks question, and part C is 15 marks question. If we go the reverse order, please understand here. Here you will be getting 4 questions. You need to write only 2. What I always suggest my students is, first thing is what? Complete 15 marks questions. Complete those 15 marks questions. Take half an hour. Half an hour for 1 question. So you have 2 questions here. So take half an hour each. That means 1 hour is what you are supposed to spend for this 30 marks. Next, what is that you should do is, that is how you need to prepare. And the part B, you come for that. Now here again you take half an hour, no issues. You take half an hour for this. Now each question half an hour, in the sense here there will be 5 questions and you are supposed to write only 3, and that is how you will be getting how much? 30 marks. Again here when you go with it, say here we spent 1 hour. Here we spent 1.5 hours. So still what happens is 2.5 hours are already done. Next, this is like half an hour, right? Half an hour. Now what happens is, here you will be getting 6 questions. In this 6 questions, probably 4 questions will be theory, and practical you will be getting 2 questions. Practical in the sense they're gonna give you a simple problem, a very short question, and then you are supposed to derive with the formula and then take the answer. That is how you will be getting it. So these are the pattern which you people need to actually understand and then go for it. And when you have 6 questions, you are supposed to only go with what? 4. That is how you people will get 20 here. So half an hour again here. If you have finished something and you have your time is saved and you will not waste here, what happens is 6 to 7 minutes is what you people can take for this. That is, say 6 to 7 minutes for 1 question. You can actually go with it. That is how the complete 3-hour package is what I always tell my students. Never leave the examination hall before 3 hours. So what is that you should do is, you need to sit there, you need to recall that whatever you have studied, You need to always feel that it is not what you feel that what you have written you will get the marks. It is that the more you write, the more you get. That is what the concept you are supposed to go with. So let's check what exactly happens. Here is the part A. Now I'm going for a reverse order where the question paper is totally reversed. I'm telling you have 15 marks. We'll assume that it's a part A. Now what the question will be? The question will be a theory. When it is a theory, what usually happens is when you get a first question from the first chapter, what exactly the question would be? The question would be like there are two probability of getting a question. What is management accounting is the first question. With that, a continuity is there. That is, explain the differences between cost accounting and management accounting. Or you may get a question, explain the difference between financial accounting and management accounting. Or you may get a question saying that explain the objectives and the scope of management accounting. So it's a 15 marks question. Now here, what is management accounting? Explain the differences between. That means the minute you get differences, there are two other accounting which they always compare with. That is the cost accounting and financial accounting. So these are the two questions which will be always there. So you are supposed to compare management accounting with cost accounting, management accounting with financial accounting. Or you may get a question saying that again, what is management accounting? Explain the limitations. See, usually this limitations, they come for 5 marks. Now explain, they would have given like this, explain the limitations of management accounting, scope of management accounting, objectives of management accounting. That means basically the first chapter has something which is related to the management accounting. So read about management accounting, never leave the first chapter. That is what it is. If you feel that I'll only take the questions which is like a practical oriented kind of a thing, then you will lose marks. So go with the theory, that is the first chapter itself. Now I've given here all the answers. Say what the London schools, they actually define management accounting is an accounting which is used to analyze, to form a policy, to actually make decisions, to go for a planning, to go for a controlling of all the management affairs. That is what the management accounting is. Say example here, I have given you the Institute of Cost and Management Accounting, London. What they say is, it is defined management accounting has the application of professional knowledge and skill in the preparation of accounting information in such a way as to assist. Now that means it will definitely give you an assistance for what? For formulation of policy and the planning control of operation of the undertaking. So this is what it is. Please do by heart the same thing. You can write it. When you come with the objectives here, I have given in the introduction class of the first chapter itself and the second session itself, where objectives I have given you. There are 10 objectives because it's a 15 marks question where 5 marks is only for the meaning, and then the remaining 10 points you are supposed to explain here. So you have here data feeding, control, motivation, organizing, coordinating, communication. Now don't just write these points, you are supposed to explain them as well. Now you may get one more question, that is the difference between cost accounting and management accounting. So for that, what is that you should do is write at least 10 points. Now here I have given, say example A, B, C. Now see and watch the concept classes. Now it is already there in your Google Classroom. If you are not a Vidhyaashram student, you can actually go to the YouTube channel, click Vidhyaashram, and then you are supposed to go to the playlist where you will get each and every chapter with the session number as well. You can actually check that, and if you feel that this is all very interesting, please do watch the video for us. Now totally say here D, E, F, G, H, I, J, totally 10 points I have given. Each 10 points, that is what you are supposed to write with the meaning of management accounting. If you can go for definition of management accounting also, it will be very, very helpful for you people, because the more you write, the more you get. That is what the concept says. Say here I have given the difference between financial and management accounting. Go with the basis where you will go with the basis, what exactly the basis is for financial accounting and the management accounting. Very easily I have given, say, example here, user of reporters. Now who are the people who will use this? Now here financial accounting is for the external and management accounting, as you people already know, it is for the internal work. That is, we don't disclose management accounting to the public or the competitor, but financial accounting, it should be mandatorily shown to the entire public. So here also I have given you something like that. Now when you come for the second question, what happens is, the second question in the part A can be from the marginal costing. Please don't delete this chapter, because this chapter is very, very easy for you people to fetch 15 on 15. I've done n number of problems. Now one of the problem which I'll be showing it to you people right now, I'll work on my own and I'll tell you how is that you are supposed to go with this. Now there is a question like this. Problem year 2019 and 2020. They have given sales here, they have given profit as well as loss. Now the first year is loss, the second year is profit. Now they have asked us something, PV ratio you need to find, margin of safety for 2020 you need to find, BEP, then profit when sales are rupees 15 lakh, sales required to earn a profit of rupees 6 lakh, and the last question is variable cost for 2020. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 questions they have given. It's for 15 marks. Now how the marks will be allotted, you people probably don't know. I'll just teach you here how the marks is also given. That is what Vidhyaashram does for all the students. That is, we are the one who gonna reach you through our teaching. Let's go for the problem solving. So the minute you go with the solution, understand here two things which you are supposed to go. Whenever 2-year sales and 2-year profit or loss, whatever it is given here, the first thing and the most thing is what? That is, you will find PV is equal to. Now whenever 2-year sales and 2-year profit is given, the formula for PV is put a denominator and the numerator combination. Now go for this. The formula here is change. You can also write delta, not an issue. Change in profit divided by change in sales into 100. Now after that you are supposed to go back to the question here, change in profit divided by change in sales into 100. Now when you go for this, see here, the word P, profit, in the English alphabet comes first and then it is S. That is how you will go with it. The formula is like this, PV is equal to change in the sense delta in, what will come first? P will come first. Now change in sales into 100, because everything should be in percentage in PV. Now what happens here is profit 2019-2020, which is the current year in this question. Current year is 2020, fresh year. Now what is the previous year? This is the previous year. Always you need to go with current year minus previous year. What is it? Current year minus previous year. Now profit means 1 lakh minus here 1 lakh. Many of you make a mistake here itself. What is that you will do is, you will write here current year profit minus, right? And then what is that you will do is, again 1 lakh here you will subtract it. Never do that. Now you have something called, this is a loss. When it is a loss, how is that you are supposed to write as minus 1 lakh divided by. So this is how you should write. See, the function is minus, but here it is loss, that is minus 1 lakh. Now in the change in sales, how is that you will take is, that is 10 lakh minus 6 lakh. So here it is 10 lakh minus 6 lakh into 100. Because 100, why? Because PV is always calculated in percentage. Now here what happens is equal to 1 lakh minus of minus becomes plus. So 1 lakh plus 1 lakh is 2 lakhs. So you have here 2 lakh divided by 10 lakh minus 6 lakh is 4 lakh into 100. Now here 1s are 2s are. Now here what happens is 50%. That is, you have 100 divided by 2 is how much? 50. So you will be writing here how much? 50%. So my PV is equal to how much? 50%. This is what the calculation of PV which goes with. Now let me erase this for you people. Done. Now what is the question again? PV is done. Now we need something called margin of safety for 2020. Now what is the formula for margin of safety? MOS 2020 is equal to. Now I told you that how to remember the formulas also in the concept class. Please do watch the formulas, how you are supposed to remember. The middle alphabet is what? O. After O in the English alphabet, what comes? A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. That is P. After O, what is it? P. That means here you should go with numerator, denominator, profit. P in the sense profit. Profit by PV. Now what is the profit of 2020? 2020, what is the profit? That is here 1 lakh rupees. That means what is that you will write here as MOS is equal to, denominator is PV, numerator is profit. Profit is how much? 1 lakh. 1 lakh divided by 50%. Many of you people, what you do is you just write 50. Let me tell you here, there is always a value that is added, that is percentage. Never write 50, it is always 50%. Now is equal to, now take your calci. Now you can go with this, that is 1 lakh divided by 50%. So you got how much? 2 lakh rupees. That is your MOS of 2020 is how much? MOS is rupees 2 lakh. So this is how you will actually solve the problem. Now here you should write the sub question B, which you have already found. So MOS in 2020 is how much? In, because they have asked us specifically 2020, so we should write here MOS in 2020 we have rupees 2 lakh. Always mention the word here, that is rupees. Always give a value for that. Now our MOS is also done. Next we have is BEP. What is that we have? We have BEP. Now for BEP calculation, what is that you should do is, now we know that the BEP formula is equal to, again denominator is PV. Now middle alphabet is what? E. After E, what will come in English? That is F. F in the sense fixed cost. So we'll write here fixed cost. Please mention the formula properly. Write everything here, fixed cost divided by PV. But here in the question, if we go, nowhere they have given us PV. Let me erase this for you people here. Here, see, this is what the question is, isn't it? From here to here, the question is there anywhere fixed cost? Whether they have mentioned? No, they have not mentioned. So for that, what is that you should do is, now leave this, take a paper here. When you take a solution slide here, what happens is, how to find fixed cost. Now fixed cost. I'll just show you how to find fixed cost. Always go with Abhilash Chandra formula, the universal formula here. What exactly it is? That is PV is equal to fixed cost plus profit divided by sales. Go with this formula. Now PV we already know, that is 50% is equal to fixed cost I need to find plus. Now what is that I should do is, I need to take the profit and the sales of the same year. So I'll go to the question here. Now where is the profit? This year we have profit. The same year sales I'll take, that is 1 lakh and 10 lakh. So I'll come back to the question here. So here it is 1 lakh. The same year, what is the sales? That is 10 lakh. Now I'll go with cross multiplication. That is 10 lakh will come here. 10 lakhs into 50% is equal to F plus 1 lakh. Now here 10 lakh into 50% is 5 lakh. So I'll write here 5 lakhs is equal to F plus 1 lakh. Now this 1 lakh will come here. So 5 lakh minus 1 lakh is how much? 4 lakhs is equal to fixed cost. So right here rupees 4 lakh is equal to fixed cost. Now I found fixed cost. I'll go back here. When I go back, what is the question? BEP. Now this is what the C question is. Now is equal to 4 lakhs divided by 50%. That is again 8 lakhs. Right here rupees. How did I get this? 4 lakh double if you go with it, that is 8 lakh. Let's go with the calculation here. 4 lakh divided by 50%, that is 8 lakh rupees. So we are done with BEP as well. Now here PV we found, MOS we found, BEP also we have taken. Now profit when sales are sales required to earn a profit. How is that you are supposed to do is the same way. Let me erase this for you people here. Now they have asked something that is the D. The D, what they say is profit when sales are rupees 15 lakh. See here, profit when sales are 15 lakh rupees. So we need to find profit is what they go with. The same way how you have found fixed cost, the same thing is what the formula which you are supposed to go with. That is the Abhilash Chandra formula. PV is equal to, go with the same, F plus P divided by S. Now PV is how much? 50% is equal to fixed cost is 4 lakh. We have already found out. See here, fixed cost we have found how much? 4 lakh rupees. Now the same way plus profit is what we need to find divided by sales. They have only given that is how much? 15 lakh. So put it here. 15 lakh. Cross multiply 15 lakh will come here. 15 lakh into 50% is equal to the remaining here 4 lakh plus P. Now here 15 into 50%, half of it is 7,50,000. So 7,50,000. Now this 4 lakh will come here minus 4 lakh is equal to P. Now 7,50,000 minus 4 lakh is 3,50,000. So profit is how much? 3,50,000 rupees is equal to profit. Now many times what happens is you know the addition and subtraction, but still I'll tell you it's a 15 marks question. Go with this. Now 7.5 minus 4 is equal to 3.5. So 3,50,000 is the profit. We are done with this. Now here profit when sales we have done. Next question is sales required to earn a profit of rupees 6 lakh. The same way you are supposed to do here also. Let me erase this for you now. What is that they are asking is E. That is they want you people to go with this. What is the question is? Right here profit, right here sales. Okay. Now go back to the question. Sales required to earn a profit of 6 lakh. Now what is that? Profit is 6 lakh. What would be the sales? Question mark. Same way you are supposed to go with, that is PV is equal to F plus P divided by S. Now PV is how much? 50%. Fixed is how much? See here only we have calculated fixed cost, that is 4 lakh rupees. So we'll go with 4 lakh plus profit they have given, that is 6 lakh divided by sales is what? Question mark. So sales is S. I'll keep it. Now I'll move this S here and PV will come down. So S is equal to 4 lakh plus 6 lakh is how much? That is 10 lakhs. And PV 50 will come here. So it is 50%. So that means what? Double of 10 lakh is how much? That is sales is equal to 20 lakh rupees. That means what? Whenever you make a profit of 6 lakh rupees, you have a sales of 20 lakh rupees. That is what it is. See, understand in this formula, that is PV, let's go with this formula, is equal to F plus P divided by S. In this one formula, I can actually find fixed cost, I can find profit when sales is given, I can even find sales when profit is given. So very, very important formula. This is, never forget this. So once, the minute you get a question of marginal costing where you have profit, loss, or only profit or total cost, I have done n number of problem. Please watch the marginal costing from the first session to the last session, which will definitely fetch you 15 marks as well as 10 marks, totally 25 marks from the same chapter of marginal costing. Never forget this chapter, never leave this chapter. It's a very easy chapter. Now when you go with this next question, that is the E. E is done. F, if you go variable cost for 2020. Now understand here, when you go with variable cost, how to find variable cost? We know that there is a formula called contribution is equal to sales minus variable. Here we have variable cost. Contribution is equal to fixed plus profit. Now understand, by 1 and 2, from 1 and 2, I can write that what is that? I can write as S minus V is equal to F plus P. Now understand, S minus V is equal to F plus P. Now which question has the profit as 1 lakh, 10 lakh is the sales. Now what is that I'll do is, I'll write here, sales is 10 lakh, right? Sales is how much? 10 lakh minus variable cost, I don't know what is variable, V is equal to F in the sense we have calculated, that is 4 lakh rupees. So here 4 lakh plus profit in the same year where sales was 10 lakh was how much? 1 lakh rupees. Now what is that I'll do is, variable I'll shift it here, all these two items I'll shift it here. So what happens is 10 lakh minus, now 4 lakh plus 1 lakh is 5 lakh, that 5 lakh will come here. So minus 5 lakh is equal to, now minus V will go here, it is called plus V. So here what happens, variable cost in 2020 is what they have actually asked. They have asked what? Variable cost for 2020. So 2020 is this, correct? Now variable cost for 2020 is how much? 5 lakh rupees. 5 lakh. See, very simple, not even 15 minutes I have taken to explain this and to solve this. Now I have not left any question unturned. I have actually done everything here. So this is what it is, 15 minutes, but I'm telling you, take half an hour to solve 115 marks question. Next question. Now the next question will be like this, that is, the following are the balance sheet of ABC Limited as on March 2016 and 2017. You are supposed to find, that is, you are required to prepare a comparative / common size balance sheet. Now understand, the word here is what? Balance sheet. Now the same question can come for comparative, the same question can come for common size. Now I've done a question where I have solved for comparative as well as common. This chapter is called as analysis of financial statement, where you have 3 topics: common size, comparative and trend analysis. Please do watch this chapter because very easy this chapter is. You people can get 15 on 15 easily if you get a question. If not, you will definitely get a 2 10 marks question. So the same way is what you are supposed to prepare. Now they have given you here the balance sheet, that is of 2016 and 2017. You need to go with it. If you go with the first one, I'll teach you as comparative. Now when you go with the comparative, here the solution is that always understand there is a format of writing down the particulars. The first one is equity and liability is what you will be going with. In the equity you have, that is the equity share holder fund, and in that you have 2, that is reserves and surplus, and then one more, you have a share capital. So in the question you are supposed to check whether reserves and surplus is there or share capital is there. Then you are supposed to go with the same, copy paste. So example, this question is that 4 lakh in 2016 is equity share capital, here it is 5 lakh. So whenever you go with a comparative, now I have taken the comparative, you are supposed to solve with 4 columns. The first is 2016, what is there in the question? 17, what is there in the question? Now when you compare, what happens is you need to go with increase or decrease. So always you remember, you write like this. Here you write A, this is you write B, this is called C. Now what is C? C is equal to B minus A. That is 5 lakh minus 4 lakh is 1 lakh. Now the next column is called the percentage column, that is how much percentage it is there is an increase or a decrease. Whenever there is an increase, don't go with any sign. If it is a decrease, go with negative sign. Now understand here how to write this. This is called D. D is equal to, always understand the base you need to figure out. In the question, if the base they have given, that is what the base you are supposed to take. If they have not mentioned the base, the previous year will be the base. Now here, example I'll tell you, 2016 is given, 2017 is given. So which is the current year? 2017 is the current year according to this problem. Now though we are in 2021, don't think 2021 is the current year. In this problem, which is the current year, that is a fresh year in the sense 2017, which is the previous 2016. always the previous year will be the base. Now, if the base is not mentioned in the question paper, the previous year is the base. If they have mentioned, you are supposed to take that year base. Now, here they have not mentioned anything. So, the base is what? That is column A. And what is that you should do is here C divided by A. That means 1 lakh divided by 4 lakh into 100 because we are going with percentage, so it is always into 100. So that is how you will get it. So I have shown you the comparative. This is what the comparative balance sheet is, comparative. The same way, equity and liabilities here. Next is what? Assets. I'll total. The total will be the what? The same thing. And that is how you will actually do the A, B. How to go with C? C is equal to what? B minus A. And this is D. D is equal to, go with the base. Base is A. So this is C into 100. This is how you people will solve the problem. Next one, here only I have solved what? Common size. Now, whenever you get a common size, the same way here, you need to prepare again for what is that you should do is 2016, 2017. Then you go with percentage and percentage. How to go with this percentage is very simple. Draw this as A, this as B. Now, this is what C is. C is. Now, what is that you should do is always go with the total. That means you need to divide from the total. That is how you will write the things. Now, 2016, how it is? 4 lakh divided by 5,50,000 into 100. That is how you will get the percentage. Now, for 2017 percentage, how will you do it is 5 lakh divided by 6,50,000 into 100. Very, very easy. It is only division is what you people need to go with. So, the format remains same. First is equity and liability. First is you will write equity thing. Then you go with liability. There are two. That is non-current liability and current liability. Then you will go with total. Next is what? Assets are there. So what is that you should go? That is your shift to asset side. When you go with asset, you have something called non-current assets and current assets. That is how you will go with total. Now for this, how is that you will do? 2 lakh in the sense 2 lakh divided by the total 5,50,000 into 100. That is what you will post here as the percentage. Now same way here, 90,000 is there. 90,000 divided by 6,50,000 into 100. Now how is that you will write here? Here, that is, this is 2016 column. That is a total column. Now how will that be that? That is very simple. 5,50,000 divided by 5,50,000 into 100. So whenever you go with 2016, it is this. The same thing is that, so it is 100%. Here how much it will be? 100%. You don't need to calculate, you just need to write 100% because you will be dividing as well as the multiplying the same thing here. That is 5,15,000 divided by 5,15,000 into 100. Here what is that you will do is 6,50,000 divided by 6,50,000 into 100. That is where you will get 100%. So never leave common size statement as well as comparative statement. Next one we have in the part A, the next question. See, we have one theory question, one marginal costing, one analysis of financial statement. Sometimes what they do is they don't give analysis of financial statement for 15 marks. They give you 10 marks. In that, two questions they're going to give. One is comparative. They'll not give common size. If they give common size, they'll not give comparative. There is one more called trend analysis. Watch this sessions. You will be very comfortable to go with it. I have solved easily and I have told you how to remember the format also. Now in this, what is it? Prepare a cash budget. Prepare a cash budget for the month of May, June and July 2016 on the basis of the following information. Now see here, they have given March, April, May, June, July. This is from the budget and budgetary control of the 6th chapter. Don't leave this chapter. It's a very easy chapter where you need to go with flexible budget, sales budget and cash budget. Cash budget and flexible budget can come for 15 marks. Sales budget will go for 10 marks. That is how it is. So here they have given credit sales, credit purchase, wages. You have ME, that is called manufacturing expenses, OE, that is called office expenses, and SE in the sense selling expenses. Now they have given all these things. Cash budget format also I have given you. Now what is that you should do is find out which month you are supposed to calculate and which month you are not supposed to calculate. So they have only given May, June, July. That means what? March, April, you will not actually write it, but we need to see the adjustments here. When you go with the adjustments here, the additional information, what is it? That is the cash balance on 1st May 2016 is rupees 8,000. So I need to prepare for May. So this is my opening balance is how much? 8,000. So the cash budget, again, I have solved in the concept classes. What is that you should do is, you need to go with a solution. The way the solution will look like is, you have a particular column, then you need to go with 3 more columns, that is May, June, July, which you are supposed to prepare, which will be like this. Now before that, we need to go with the working note. Now what is a working note here? Now if additional information is there, all these will be coming to the working notes. What is the additional information here? Planned costing rupees 16,000 is due for delivery in July, payable 10% on delivery, and the balance after 3 months. Now here 16,000 is there. This is what the working note which you are supposed to go. That is here you will go with 16,000. That is what the cost is. Now they say that 10% will be paid in the month of July. The remaining is how much? 90%. That 90% will be paid in 3 subsequent months. That is after July. That is what? August, September, October. But are you preparing for August, September, October? No. So this 90% entry will not come. Only 10%. That is 16,000. 10% is how much? That is 1,600 rupees will come in the July format. That is how you are supposed to go with working notes. Next here, advance tax of rupees 8,000 each is payable in the month of March and June. So are we supposed to prepare for the month of March? No. That means this entry, advance tax, will come only in the month of June for us. So we'll write that. Next one is period of credit allowed. Now they have given a credit. So what are the credit allowed which we are supposed to go? By supplier is 2 months. So that means what? Supplier is giving you a charge of 2 months and then you are supposed to pay. Next, to customers. Now you have also given credit facility to the customer, that is 1 month. So that means what? March, whatever has happened, you will actually take the money in the month of April. April, whatever has happened, you will take a month, and then that is, it will come in the month of, after April is May. Say here, you have credit purchase, credit sales. So this is what you are supposed to go with. And when you solve the problem here, that is what particulars is there? May, June, July. Now when you have this closing, the closing stock of May will be the, here this is the closing, okay, will be the opening of June. The closing of June will be the opening of July. And please watch the session here. Very easily I have done every problem for you people. Easily you can understand and you can go with it. Next, the last question which I always predict, because this is the one of the paper where it will be like advanced cost and management accounting. You will get a question from this chapter called as the cost flow statement. Cost flow statement. This is what my predictions are. That is, you will get a question. What is that you people should do is the following are the balance sheet of Evergreen. Now they have given 2006, 2005. See, reverse order they have given. Usually what used to happen is 2005 should be in the first, 2006 should be in the last. But what is that they have done is a reverse. So please check which is the current year. The current year here according to is this. This is current year. Which is the previous year? 2005 is the previous year. They have given you the assets, they have given you the liabilities, and they have given you the additional information, and you are supposed to prepare cash flow statement. You are supposed to prepare cash flow statement. So you have depreciation at 25% was charged on the opening value of the plant and machinery. Building under the construction was not subject to any depreciation. There is no depreciation. Rupees 20,000 was paid as income tax during the year. An old machine cost of rupees 20,000, WDV rupees 8,000 was sold. That is your return down value. WDV is what? Return down value. Prepare a cash flow statement as per Indian Accounting Standard 7, that is the indirect method they have given. Now I have solved this question in the concept class as well. These are the types of questions which you people will actually get it here. Now what is that you should do? You know the format of indirect, that is the first one is the cash flow from operating activity you will actually get. So working note is what you are supposed to go with. When a working note should be added, when the table should be added, you already have understood that. Now next is add the non-cash and non-operating. Then you go with the appropriation of the profit. When you go with appropriation of profit, that is depreciation on plant and machinery, proposed dividend, provision for tax transfer. All these formats we have already done very easily. I have told you this is called the ACT, Abhilash Chandra trick, to remember the format. And then what is that you should do is you just need to go to the liability side, just need to go to the asset side, pick which are the assets, the current assets, the long-term things, and then you are supposed to here put it. That is what you are supposed to go. Now say non-cash or non-operating incomes which will be there. All these things you are supposed to go. So understand the format. This is what can come in our 15 marks question. Net cash flow from operating activities 1,24,000. Then we actually go with all the other activity. Now we have three things: the finance, the investing, and the operating. Now in the last, when we come for the financing, what happens is the cash in hand and at bank at the end of 31/3/2006. What it will be is, I'll just show you here the trick how to go with that. If your answer is correct, what happens here is you have the question, that is, yes, here we have. So cash in hand and at bank is how much? 2006 is 80,000. So if this will be your answer at the last, whatever we have done is all correct. So I'll just show you how exactly the answer have come. The answer here is how much? That is 80,000. So if this 80,000 has come properly, your entire process is all correct. But this question is difficult for you people to understand in this juncture of the examination. So what you people can do is you can skip the entire chapter cost flow statement, but please do read the 10 marks question, which will be a difference between fund flow statement and cash flow statement. You may get a question for 10 marks as well as you may get a question for 5 marks about the cash flow statement or fund flow statements. Next we have is, see here I have shown you all the working notes also, all the working notes of the cost flow statement. This is what the note also have given you people. Now, next we have is the part B. Now, part B, you may get a budgetary control, that is flexible budget, which I have shown you here in the flexible budget. The following information at 50% capacity is given. Prepare a flexible budget and forecast profit and loss at 70% and 90% capacity. So we have the question here with us, that is sales at 50%. They have given the 50% capacity. Direct material, direct labor, direct expenses. Now they have semi-variable. Then we have administration expenses. See here, the minute administration expenses are given here. If they have not given whether it is variable or fixed, administration expenses are always fixed. Always fixed. Now fixed expenses they have given, that is salary, rent and depreciation. Now we need to go with 70% and 90%. See the adjustments, whether any of the adjustments are given or not. Now other information, it is estimated that fixed expenses will remain constant. So the entire level fixed expenses remains constant. If they have given this, it is constant. If they have not given this also, the fixed expenses is always constant. Second is semi-variable expenses will not change between 45 and 60%. See here, we are supposed to prepare for 50%, we are supposed to prepare for 70%, and we are supposed to prepare for 90%. Just check the thing, 90%. So what they say is semi-variable will not change at 45 and 60. That means here they will not change. Next is will raise by 10% between 60% and 75. 60% to 75%. That means this will come. So how much we need to increase? We need to increase by 10%. Next is what? The further increase. Further increase means after 75 is what? 90. So we need to increase here by 10%. Here we need to increase by 5%. So be very careful about it. Estimate sales of variation, that is various capacities are given as follows. At 70% capacity sales is, they have only given 90% capacity, the sales is this. So you will go with it, whether you get profit or loss is what you are supposed to find. So here when you go with the format here, I've given here, first is variable cost you will take, then you will take semi-variable cost, then you will add, that is called total variable cost, then take fixed cost, and semi-fixed cost is not there. So you have total fixed cost, denote that has B. A plus B is all about total cost. Now after total cost, sales you write, sales at 50% they had given. That is here, sales at 50% is 10 lakh. So we have taken how much? 10 lakh rupees. Now 10 lakh minus total cost, I got here loss. Next, for 70% and 80%, what is that you have done? 70% sales, they have only given 13,000. So I have taken here how much? 13,000. We have calculated the entire thing and we got total cost. So here, sales minus total cost, when you go with it, you will get profit. Next here, same, 15 lakh is what we got. Now why? Because in the question only they have given how much? 15 lakh. Now entire thing, if I calculate, I got my total cost. So sales minus total cost, if I get the positive, that is the profit here, that is 41,000 rupees. So this is what the flexible budget, you may get a 15 marks as well as a 10 mark. If you get a 15 marks question, you will get per unit also. Be very careful while finding per unit. I have done maximum problem in the flexible budget, sales budget and the cash budget. Please don't leave this chapter. How is that you are supposed to go? If I am a student, if I was a student, let me just be very honest, I would have taken the first chapter, which is a theory, the second chapter, analysis of financial statement, the third chapter, ratio analysis. I would have taken the fifth chapter, marginal costing, and the sixth chapter, budget and budgetary control. I would have left cost flow statement because very complicated. Indirect method is there, direct method is there. Now in that ratios also, if you give up also, still you will get 80 on 80. That is what you are supposed to know. Next question. Problem, again this is about the ratios, but let me tell you very easily, I have told you the tricky tricks of the ratios. Current ratio formula is what? Current asset divided by current liability. Quick ratio formula is what? That is quick asset divided by quick liability. Next is inventory to working capital. All these things, what is that I have done is I have given you all the formulas, very easy for you. Now say here there are 7 questions. The same way you will get n number of formulas. What is that you should know is you need to know from the balance sheet how to take the things. That is how the ratio analysis will look like. Now in this only I have shown you the formulas also, that is say current ratio is equal to current assets divided by current liability. Quick ratio is equal to liquid assets divided by liquid liability. Inventory to working capital is what? Inventory divided by working capital. Now working capital, how to calculate is current assets minus current liability. Now debt equity ratio, debt in the sense long-term debt divided by equity shareholders fund. So that is what it is. That is what proprietor ratio is always what? That is your shareholders fund divided by total assets. Now total asset is how much? 8,40,000. How to find this total assets here is, now this is the assets column. 8,40,000 is the total assets. So that is what you are supposed to go with. Next is how will you go with current assets to fixed asset ratios? Current assets divided by fixed assets. Fixed assets, how to go with it? You need to see the balance sheet. Now fixed assets are, which are the fixed assets? You have here land and building and plant and machinery. Both if you add 1,40,000 plus 3,50,000 is how much? 4,90,000. That is your fixed assets. So if you remember the formula, ratios is very easy for you people. Next question we have is MG Sons and Company. The minute you see this kind of a thing, this is a sales budget. Sales budget is again budget and budgetary control here. Now they have 3 products, they have 3 divisions, and they have given you the rate, they have given you budget sales and actual sales. We need to solve for 2019 budgeted, which we are supposed to go with. Now here there are few of the additional information which they have given. The sales personnel, whenever you get this word sales personnel, personnel means staff, gave the opinion that sales budget for 2019 would be higher than 2018. So here 2018 is this, 2019 will be higher from 2018. From the following aspect and effective advertisement, what happens is product X is very popular. It will find a ready market even if the price is increased by 15%. See, the price of product X, 50 rupees, 50 rupees, 50 rupees. Add 15%. So 50, how is the working notice? 50 plus 50 into 15. This is what it is. Now you have 50 plus. Now if you go with it, it's 1 za, it is 2 za. So it is 7 rupees 50 paisa. So here what happens is 50 plus 7 rupees 50 paisa is 57 rupees 50 paisa. That will come to the 2019 thing. The same way here, product Z is not selling at the expected rate. Market survey reveals that the customer feels that it is overpriced. Overpriced means already it is more. Therefore, the price is reduced by 10%. So product Z, where is the product Z here? Now we have product Z here. 100 rupees, 100 rupees and 100 rupees. So you need to subtract say 10%. So what is the value here? Let me just erase this for you people. See, everything is what is your understanding, how well you understand the question and how well you solve. If you have not seen the concept class, please do watch the concept classes. And if you like the video, please like it and share as well as comment. So you have 100 rupees. So it is 100 you write here minus 100 into 10%. So 100. So 100 minus 10. 100 minus 10 is equal to 90 rupees. So everywhere in 2019, what is that you should do is whenever the product Z comes, you should give the rate is 90 rupees. Next one they say is the management has agreed for the above price change. Now the minute they have agreed for it, go for 57.50 and one more is 90. The management has agreed done. Accordingly, the divisional sales manager have given the following estimation. Estimation is like this. This is all unit. Unit you need to increase. Increase or decrease on previous year budget. Previous year budget means 2018. So this is 25%. You need to increase. Minus 15 means you need to decrease. Plus 15 means you need to increase. Same. Increase, 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 decrease, increase. So that is how you will prepare 2019 budget. So I told you how exactly you are supposed to go with it. I'll show you one of the things here. Now we have here the question that is Mysore XYZ is there 50, 75, 100. How is that you will go with? You will write here Mysore. You will write XYZ. You will write the units of budgeted sales for 2000. Say what was the year? 2018 is there. 2018 actual is there. So we'll write here 2018. This is 2018. We need to prepare for 2019. Okay. Now units is how much? Just copy paste. Units is 10, 8 and 5. So we'll write here 10, 8 and 5. What is the rate here? The rate is 50, 75, 100. So we'll write here 50, 75, 100. Multiply these two, you will get this. Multiply these two, you will get this. Multiply these two, you will get this. Add this, you write this here. Never add rate. Never add rate. Add this and write it here. The same way for the entire thing you should do. What is the format of the division? Here we get total of Mysore. Then you go with whichever the question is, total of that. Next you go with total of that. Next is grand total. This is a grand total of X, Y and Z. How to go with it? X of Mysore, X of the some other division, X of some other division. Add it, you will get the total of X. That is how you people need to go with it. Watch the concept classes. You will be able to write everything properly. Next is part B. You may get a question which is a theory also. What will be the question is, list out the difference between a fixed budget and a flexible budget. I have done this in the class for you people. Please do go back and check. I've given here A, B, C, D, E. That is fixed budget means what? Flexible budget means what? What are the differences between fixed budget and the flexible budget? Next is the problem. Now you would have got a question in the marginal cost itself, that is called the make or buy decision, or you may get a question of foreign order, which I have already done for you people. Now Ravi Company Limited is here. This is a very, very simple one. That is what it is it is all about make or buy decision. Whether you make the product or whether you will buy the product. If I need to make or if I need to buy, I need to know how much is the cost. So what is that we need to do is material is 20 rupees, labor is 10, direct expenses is 5, fixed expenses 10. So total, you just do the totaling of it. Now 20 plus 10 is 30, 30 plus 5 is 35, 35 plus 10 is 45. So to make a product it is 45 rupees, but don't go for that. Whenever you make a product, always you need to subtract the fixed cost. Subtract what? Fixed cost or fixed expenses. So here when you go 20, 10, 5, how much it is? 35. Now they say the same is available in the market at 40 rupees given an assurance. That means to make a product it is 35 rupees, to buy a product it is 40 rupees. Advise the management whether they will make the product or buy. See 35 if I make, 40 if I buy. I need to subtract fixed cost or fixed expenses. So I'll make the product. The first is done. What will be your decision if the other supplier offer at 50 rupees per unit? Still what will I do? To make it as 35, to buy it as 50. So again I'll make the product. The conclusion carries more marks. What is it? Conclusion carries more marks. Please watch the concept classes. Now when you go with this, what is that you will do is, whenever you make, what is that you should do? You need to add all variable cost. You need to subtract, what is that you should do is, you need to subtract fixed cost. Then you will get something, this is called as the new cost to manufacture. Next you need to find what is the buying capacity. Now see which is proper. If making is more and buying is less, you go with buy. If making is less and buying is more, you go with make. That is how you will go with the conclusion. Next is difference between cash flow statement and fund flow statement. I told you this is what a very, very important question is that. Now I have given you the basis difference of here. FFS means fund flow statement. Fund flow statement. This is called cash flow statement. Okay. Now here we have 2. Next here again I have given 2. Then here I have given 2. So totally 2 plus 2 plus 2 is like 6 are there. Now totally 6 differences are there. If you check the things, I have given you like 10 differences. You can go with the 10 differences. Sure question if it is for 10 marks. Theory if you get a question of fixed budget and flexible budget, or cash flow and fund flow statement. The last part C, that is a 5 marks question, which will be for, now you will get these questions. These are the very, very important questions. Please go for it. This is a repeated questions. That is, what is key factor? Now key factor you will get it in the budget and the budgetary control. Marginal costing you will get in the marginal costing itself. Then budgetary control, again budget and budgetary control. Limitations of ratio analysis, that is ratio analysis chapter you have. Motivation of holding cash is again the cash budget is there. No, there you will get this. Then contribution, break even point, margin of safety, again marginal costing. So please be prepared about these things. I have given all theory here. You may get a problem also. You don't need to worry about it. Very easily you people can solve it. So that is how you people need to prepare for the ACMA, Advanced Cost and Management Accounting. I'll always be available for all the students. You people can actually message me. You can call me. I'll be there for you people. Thank you so much. I'll see you when I see you, and all the best for your examination.